As of late, I've been rather upset, you could say, about Germany. I came here back in end of September 2013, thinking Germany was the best country in the world, and it's taken a while for me to realize that that's actually not the case, and it's not because of the infrastructure, it's not because of the economy, both of which are reasons I thought the country was one of the best in the world. It's actually pretty silly to ever say any country is actually the best in the world because all have their pros and cons. However, as of late, I've been really actually quite pissed off at Germany. For one, it'd be about the number of rules. For example, in order to get my German license, driving license, I had to renew my visa. But in order to renew my visa, I have to stand in line for, like 2 hours, and then all of a sudden, oh, we don't take appointments anymore. Oh, do you have an appointment? Oh, did you arrange this and that? In Germany, you need 1,000 documents with you at all times, and you need an appointment for everything, and there are 1,000 rules you've never heard of, and it's absolute madness in this country. The number of rules there are. Second reason that's been pissing me off about Germany lately is that the way people are. For the past week, I've been working my car outside each and every day for a good at least 6 hours each day, and most of the people have been actually rather nice. A good, surprising number of them, as far as Germans go, have come to me and greeted me and started conversations with me without me even starting anything. Um, but I wouldn't say the majority, however, a good portion of people, though, after me saying, Hallo, guten Tag, or things like hello, good day, or how are you doing, the people simply just ignore me. And I just find that extremely irritating. It is just that the Germans, I think, and I could be completely wrong, but it's just a perception of mine. And I'm not claiming it to be a fact or anything. It's just based on my experiences. I think Germans are actually quite nerdy people. They're all, not all, but largely quite smart, I find. Very conservative, reserved, not extraordinarily, outgoing. They, not always, however, these are all blanket statements, so don't take them for fact. But they often don't take to meeting new people kindly. And they're just generally uncomfortable with talking to new people. But a good number of them, namely the young people or my neighbors, are extraordinarily kind and have taken to me very nicely. And there's a stigma I find about Germans, and that's that they think very in a restrictive manner, and I think it comes to all these rules along with their level of discipline that has been generally enforced by the population's mothers. And don't take any of this for fact; these are just all observations of mine. And I think the mothers in Germany are so not always. I can't stress that enough. So I'm going to just shut up about these caveats, but just know that these are not always the case. Just often the case, as far as I've witnessed, in the limited time I've spent here, which has been a year. So I just don't want people yelling at me on my comments box. Anyway, I think the mothers in Germany do a very good job of disciplining their children. And what that does is when people grow up, then they think of all the things they can't do rather than the things they can do. And then that makes, not necessarily depressed, however, a bit of a skeptical population of the German people. So the people think of all the money they don't have rather than the money they do have. They think of, a glass half empty philosophy rather than a glass half full. What's more is that, whenever I tell people, I love Germany, it's, one of my favorite countries, it's, a place I love, I actually want to live here and work here, they're like, why? Germans have such a negative perspective of their own home country, and maybe it's because of how the rest of the world portrays Germany. Then that affects their own perception of themselves. For example, what American media projects to the rest of the world is often taken and interpreted and generally just taken for fact. For example, from film, uh, TV, music, and what have you. American media is generally dominant, and so whatever the American media tells the world about, for example, Germany, saying that people even to this day are Nazis, which is not at all true. Although there is a small party someplace, I can't remember what it is, the SPD or NPD. Either way, um, that comprises about, I would say, 1 or 2%, probably even less. Let's say like a 0.2% of the population who you could call modern day Nazis. Um, the American media has the power to make the world think and convince Germans themselves that, maybe we're not that great of a country. And I think that's really awful because it's not true. Germany's actually a fabulous country, albeit the rain isn't excellent. People aren't extremely friendly all the time. Um, the people on the street is what I'm talking about. Um, what's more, the taxes are extraordinarily high, about 19%. Um, but yeah, I think Germany's a much better country than the media makes it out to be, and it's quite unfair how the Germans think about themselves. However, I do want to try other countries out. Maybe I want to live in Australia for about a month and test it out, see if I enjoy that country more. Because based on all the Australians I've met, it seems like an extremely friendly country. Albeit, I've been told the people are a bit superficial. However, I do appreciate the weather, and I do like talking to people on the street that I don't know. I know that sounds a bit weird, but it just makes you feel at home when you can talk to anybody you want without having any sort of preconceived notions. So, what does this person want from me? And so on and so forth. And Germany's just been pissing me off lately. I think I need to give it another chance. Definitely. I can't just write it off like I clearly have America. However, I think I am allowed to write off America as a country I do not enjoy living in. America's a great country to visit. However, for me, it just doesn't work. I just don't belong really. Um, I think Germany definitely deserves another chance from me. I'm gonna try to do an internship with Porsche in early 2015, and or if not another automaker, and we'll see if that comes to fruition. Anyway, I'll see you later, guys.